In the heart of the city, where neon lights flickered like stars and the hum of life never ceased, there was a dance studio that seemed to exist in its own world. The wooden floors were worn from years of passionate footfalls, and mirrors lined the walls, reflecting dreams and desires. Isabella was a professional dancer, her every movement a testament to years of dedication. Her body spoke a language of grace and power, each step a whisper of elegance. She had danced with many partners over the years, but none had ever ignited her soul quite like Rafael. Rafael was new to the studio, his arrival marked by an air of mystery and an undeniable magnetism. He moved with a raw intensity that contrasted beautifully with Isabella's refined technique. From their first rehearsal together, it was clear that their chemistry was electric. As they prepared for an upcoming performance, a piece titled The Dance of Desire, their rehearsals grew longer and more intimate. The choreography demanded closeness, their bodies intertwining in ways that blurred the lines between dance and something deeper. One evening, as twilight painted the sky in hues of lavender and gold, they found themselves alone in the studio. The music began softly, a haunting melody that filled the space between them. Isabella felt her pulse quicken as Rafael stepped closer, his eyes locking onto hers with an intensity that made her breath catch. Their bodies moved in perfect harmony, each touch sending shivers down her spine. As they danced, it became impossible to distinguish where one ended and the other began. The air around them seemed to crackle with unspoken words and unfulfilled desires. Raphael's hand slid down Isabella's back, pulling her closer until their faces were mere inches apart. She could feel his breath on her lips, warm and inviting. For a moment, time stood still as they hovered on the edge of something profound. Then he whispered her name, softly at first, but with growing urgency, and she felt herself melt into him. Their lips met in a kiss that was both tender and fierce, a culmination of weeks spent dancing around their feelings. The kiss deepened as they explored each other with newfound passion. It was as if every touch conveyed what words could not, the longing they had tried to suppress now unleashed in this private sanctuary. When they finally pulled away, breathless and flushed, there was no need for explanations or apologies. They understood each other perfectly through their shared language of movement and emotion. From that night on, their rehearsals took on new meaning. Not just preparation for a performance, but an exploration of their connection both on stage and off it. Their chemistry only grew stronger as they poured all their emotions into the dance of desire, creating something truly magical together. On opening night, when they took center stage before an eager audience, their hearts beat as one beneath shimmering costumes, they knew this performance would be unforgettable because it wasn't just about dance anymore. It was about love found amidst pirouettes and passion-filled steps, a testament to how sometimes life imitates art so beautifully you can't tell where one ends and another begins. And so under spotlight's glow and applause echoing through theater walls, they danced not just for audience but also for themselves, for love discovered within rhythm's embrace, a timeless tale told through every graceful leap and tender caress, a story called The Dance of Desire. As they took their final bow, the applause was thunderous, and Isabella felt like she was floating on air. Raphael's hand was still wrapped around hers, his eyes shining with a love that seemed to match her own. Backstage, as they changed out of their costumes and prepared for the after-party, Isabella couldn't help but feel grateful for this chance encounter. Who would have thought that a new partner in dance would lead her to discover a deeper connection? As they mingled with fellow dancers and crew members, Raphael's arm wrapped around her waist, pulling her close as they laughed and chatted. The music pulsed through the air, and Isabella felt like she was living in a dream. But amidst all the joy and celebration, there was one person who seemed to be watching them from afar, their choreographer, Madame Elara. Her eyes narrowed slightly as she observed the couple's tender moments, her expression unreadable. Isabella noticed it too, but Raphael didn't seem to care. He was too caught up in the whirlwind of emotions and excitement surrounding their performance. As they left the theater, hand in hand, Isabella couldn't help but wonder what Madame Elara's reaction would be when she found out about her dancer's newfound love. The days that followed were a blur of rehearsals, performances, and stolen moments together. Rafael became an integral part of Isabella's life, and their bond grew stronger with each passing day. But as they delved deeper into the world of dance and romance, they began to realize that their relationship was not without its challenges. Madame Elara's disapproval was just the beginning. The pressures of performing together, the scrutiny from critics and fans, and the fear of losing themselves in the whirlwind of love, it all took a toll on their relationship. As they navigated these uncharted waters, Isabella and Rafael found themselves questioning whether their love could truly conquer all. Would they be able to maintain their passion for dance while also nurturing their love for each other? The story was far from over, but one thing was certain: the dance of desire had only just begun, and its rhythm would continue to guide them through the ups and downs of life.